Well, it says excellent connection here now.
Did a while ago, too.
Yeah, how's that? Wow, that looks way better.
Does it?
I'm glad you can't get a suntan from these LED lights because I feel like I definitely am.
Yeah, that looks way better.
That's as bright as they go, I think. I can go different colors.
No, we're good. I just
amber.
So that is the value of a good Wi-Fi connection.
Are
Look
we
at that.
live? Are we good?
Yep.
Are we on?
Mm-hmm.
You gotta find us. That's not it. I think this is it.
Looks like it's a little bit better to you right there. Yeah, it's looking way better. I'm sharing it.
Add a call. No, look at the column. Okay,
good now.
I think we're good.
I think we're good.
Welcome back. Welcome back, guys.
Sorry about that.
Now we're great.
Well, we figured it out.
Yeah,
Sorry, I'm cheap.
I think you're great. So now it's 7:18, and we're
All 2 viewers are.
Should we reshare from the account since we probably shared the bad video from before?
yeah, I'm sharing it from the account right now.
Okay. There was an old one that was 7 minutes ago. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm back live. We're sharing, so I think we're all right.
Cool.
I think I'll turn my speaker on. There. Yeah, we look better.
Yeah, this looks way
Oh,
better.
that's a lot better. All right. Now we will my son says we need like a what do you call them?
Yeah.
Clapboard.
I know what you're talking about.
Whatever the heck it is. Yeah.
Clapboard.
Yeah, clapboard. Scene board, like scene. For those of y'all that are listening.
We should
online.
keep that. I like that.
You like that? Well, I've got 4 buttons again. Same 4 buttons as we had last time. But we do have new lights. Hey,
Yeah, they're perfect.
yeah. Welcome back. Jason, thanks for having us back. It wasn't that bad enough train wreck the first time. We thought we'd crash this train one more time. Hey, so cheers to Grove Cartel. And Steven's glass was at full while ago when we started our technical difficulties.
Yep. It only took 20 minutes to figure it out.
Yep, and a beer. So
20
that
minutes ain't bad for technical support.
It was good technical
It's
support.
good.
It was great.
We got it figured out.
Yeah. So officially it's 7:20, so that means we go to 10:15 or something at this point.
Y'all can be by yourself, huh?
That's past Jason's bedtime.
9
Isn't it?
o'clock.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not paying overtime tonight for this.
It ain't overtime. I'm just going to be in the bed. They can stay here as long as they want.
Yes, we had a good time last time, man. Thanks for having us.
Yeah, man. Thanks for coming.
Yeah. Well, I meant the first time. I'm not asking. I'll ask for forgiveness after this second one's over now. So, yeah, it's been fun. The conversations in the community has probably been the most fun.
Yep. I've engaged in a lot of content, but this one seems to be what people actually notice or talk to me about. I always want to talk about the podcast, and I've got like 20 different endeavors, but this is the one that they're actually talking about when they ask me stuff. So.
That's why they like to watch
Yeah.
Joe Biden fall down the stage and talk. I mean, it's just at some point
Yeah.
it's comical. So
Yeah.
sorry that we were 3 minutes in and I mentioned a political joke. I apologize.
It's especially around these parts.
Nothing against anybody. Everybody's fair game here.
Oh, yeah, there's something against some folks. We're not going to give their name, though.
Okay, all right. Yet. I had an agenda last time. It was all nice, and I
It's gonna
said,
be like a car crash. You don't want to turn away.
no, it's like the car crash when it snows really good, or the fog, and you see the trucks and the cars, everything just coming
Car
in.
crash was probably a bad choice of words tonight.
Yeah, not a good. Not,
Yeah, that's why you
let's not-
wanted
let's
to
not-
slide that one
we're
in
not
there.
bringing that
I
up
didn't
anymore at
mean
all.
to.
That's mean. Not bringing it up at all. No more. It's off limits. I'll mute your mic. Oh, anyway, So back to the show. So first off, we got a couple of things. We got some little swags. We got some cool little stickers.
Yeah.
Right. So cool stuff like that. Again, we got to work on the background noise. Somebody's drying their hands in the bathroom. We'll get on that a little bit better. Again, new lights this week. Yeah, Kelly doesn't know I got those either. These came from the Amazon ferry.
Nice.
Things just show up. Works out pretty good.
Ship them to the business address. I got you.
It doesn't matter. I mean, boxes of whatever. So yeah, works out good. We got some new lights. What else we got? We got our setup here. So we're kind of cruising along.
You've seen at the gas stations, right? What's the common sticker that you see on the gas pumps?
The Joe Biden. I did this.
We're going to replace it with these. Tapped in. Or we'll just put it beside it because we don't want to cover that up.
No.
That needs to be on display.
Yes,
Yeah, absolutely.
100%. Yeah. So what you want to talk about this week, man?
Well, you've been doing some work and you've been getting some good connections for us. So I've kind of been hiding out the last couple of weeks, so maybe you can tell me about it and tell our guest about what we got going on.
Yeah, you hadn't been hiding out. You just been. Have you seen that nice white vivid quarter zip he's got on?
I've seen it a couple times already.
I mean, it looks good.
I mean, I need to be showing it off for how much I had to pay for it. So. Yeah.
It looks good. Yeah. Let's start with vivid because you've been busy. And
Yes.
the whole point of this, and the reason we got together to do this was to highlight local business, and one of them's yours.
Yeah.
So let's talk about Vivid real quick.
Okay.
We'll get the plug first before we forget about it at the end.
All right. Well, it's a digital marketing agency. Our primary service is website and search engine optimization, mainly the SEO. It drives everything. If somebody doesn't already have a website, we will build them one and implement it, but the difference between what we do and a lot of other folks do is they'll either build a website with no SEO in mind, or they'll take someone else's website that already exists and optimize that. We actually do all in one and sell it as one package. So it's a little bit more of an expensive website, but it has everything in there together. Thinking about who would benefit from that, everybody knows they should have a website, but maybe they don't know why. Just everybody's got one, so I need one, right? Well, that's not really the reason. It's an asset for your business that's actually supposed to drive people to it organically. So if they type in a search for your service, they find you. If somebody types in your business name, they were already looking for you anyway. You want them to type in something generic and you show up higher than everybody else. So that's what we specialize in. We work with a lot of businesses local, all across the United States. I've even worked with some folks in Europe. So we've been pretty busy. We've picked up quite a few new clients over the last couple months. It's really been picking up, and I got a really good team, thankfully, because there for a minute I was having to work a little bit too much. So I'm glad that I'm able to kind of dish a little bit of that off now to some folks that I don't even really have to keep too much of an eye on what they're doing. Like they know exactly what it is that they're supposed to do, and I only have to tell them. So I'm super proud of my team. I couldn't have a better team. But yeah, if anybody needs anything marketing or full service, we're not just website, but that is our primary service.
You know what I think's great about doing this right here is people come in like, hey, look at those guys. There's something important going on.
Or either the complete opposite.
I think that they say, man, that's a professional organization right there.
Yeah.
That's what I think.
Got to look the part.
Yeah.
Drill a hole in the table next
That's
week.
what it all
We
is.
will. I'll do that. We'll put a hole in it. We said we were going to cut a slot in there, but we did change the camera angle, so there's not a lot of the clutter, but there's a little.
Well, how many businesses do you have, man?
Me?
Yeah.
Currently 3.
3? I thought you had like 23.
It feels like that.
Yeah.
Is that downstairs, upstairs, and
then Armor Pro.
yeah?
Okay.
We've got some new endeavors coming on. Armor Pro just purchased 2 new buildings in the south end.
Oh.
So we got some new things in the works. Jamie knew the podcast was coming up, so miraculously I got drawing this week.
See there, Bass Singer Design Company or something like that. Yeah, Jamie, thank you.
We just need to have a podcast here every once in a while, and I get stuff done.
That's right. That's right.
So yeah,
we could market that for anybody.
Yeah, everything's. That's what we can do. We'll find out who Jamie's backlog with and
Or anybody.
start reaching out.
Yeah.
Well, what you got? What you got in the works? You got a business. You got a side hustle or something you're working on. At the
This
house,
is the
don't you?
side hustle. This
You've
is
been
it.
working hard on it for sure.
Yeah, you know, I mean, so it's well, one, Stupid Local, right? So that's a brand I'm building.
When do we get shirts?
It's coming. It's coming. I had Kelly, the boss, approve a few logos. Working on a tagline. So we got that done. So now I'm gonna go sub it out. Kelly says she has to have a sweatshirt. So the brand will be Stupid Local.
Steven needs a cut off sleeve. That's the first time I've seen him in sleeves.
Well,
You say, oh, I didn't have sleeves last time.
No, I'm just giving you crap.
yeah, we're gonna get there.
If I had arms like that, I wouldn't wear sleeves either.
Yeah,
now you
eventually
embarrassing me.
we're going to the Pat McAfee look.
Yeah.
I feel like we got to be
That
in the
was the
wife beater
original
at some
plan.
point. It was. We will
Yeah.
be there at some point when I get rid of my dad bod and get to my summer Ocean Lakes bod. Something like that.
never
Ocean
had that.
Lakes. That's the place right there.
Ocean Lakes
It's a really
is
good
awesome.
place to take kids for sure.
Oh, the kids love it.
Yeah.
Absolutely love it. What are we grinding? I don't know. We got to talk to Woodard about brewing beer while we're doing this or something. I don't know. Yeah, that's something. I mean, you know, from a real job, I travel a lot now, building a new team, taking care of training. So that's a lot of fun. I'm in California more than I want to be sometimes, but when you get there, it's good.
How long do you stay there?
You fit in good out there.
Some areas.
What do you do?
Some
Fly
areas
down,
not.
come back same day, or what?
Yeah, I wish. It's kind of. So I fly out usually early mornings, and you only lose 2 hours. It's a
Yeah.
5-hour flight. You gain 3 hours on the way out, so it only costs you 2. On the way back, I usually do the red eye, and so I'm on a Thursday night. I'm on a 9:50 flight. I get in at like 6:16. So land Friday morning, sleep, 3 or 4 hours on the plane. Not too bad. You power through on Friday and then go from there. So that's what I've been doing. I'll do that this week. I'll do it again in 2 weeks. I'll take a little bit of a break going to the West Coast, but yeah, it's not too bad. It's kind of fun. It's rewarding and get a lot of miles, a lot of
Yeah.
hotel points that we burn up playing travel softball and volleyball and soccer. So for sure. Yeah. But as it relates to this and why I wanted to do this is I got 2 goals, and so I'm pretty goal oriented, and y'all know that. So goal orientation wise, I want to have 10,000 social media followers by the end of the year and 100,000 by the end of next year. So as we start getting
For the podcast.
a little, just in general, all over, you can monetize it. If you look at that, about 100,000 followers equal, if you're producing decent content, it's about $100,000 in revenue over all your stuff. So
Nice.
yeah,
I know Shane, Abstract Descent, just got monetized
did he?
with all his stuff.
Yeah.
So it's been nice.
You get when you hit it, then it
Just YouTube Shorts.
yeah. YouTube is that's why we're starting on YouTube as well.
Yeah.
YouTube, Instagram. We got to figure out how to put this stuff on TikTok. That could get dangerous, but
Yeah.
YouTube, Instagram, Facebook are the easy ones for us to put our videos on and cut shorts on. But the reason I did that is I wanted to create a little other fund because my family loves to go to Disney, and that's about $10,000 to go to Disney.
Well, that's
7
what I
to
was
10.
going to tell you a minute ago.
So-
is make sure you're like putting us on the books for a lot of stuff now. I'm going the first week of March, so we're going to go down February 29th and come back.
Do you
March
have it
6th.
planned out?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Well, you mean like, so my cousin they have like the membership where like you're a member for the whole year, or whatever. You don't buy tickets.
By the way, the Daytona 500 is now Monday, and they had the big one. So,
Yeah. Well, my cousin goes to Disney World like 20 times a year. Like they go there like every couple of weeks, and she knows every little trick and trade you can do to get to the front of the line on everything. It's pretty awesome. So we always make sure that when we go, she comes with us.
yeah.
So we'll be doing
Kelly's
that.
like the master planner.
Yeah.
She does an amazing job with it.
There's an art to that for sure.
Yeah. That's crazy. It's not a vacation. It's an adventure.
Yeah.
There's no rest for the weary.
What's your
Have my
favorite?
fingernails pulled out and have to
Yeah.
go there.
What's your favorite parks down there? I like Epcot. Everybody always says that's the one they want to throw off the list.
Yeah,
That's
so-
my favorite one.
I like Magic Kingdom, and I like to ride the People Mover.
It's on
It's the People Mover. That's the one that goes around in the center.
Huh.
The little tram that goes in different things. That's the best ride there. And the Hall of Presidents. I like that one.
Yes. Yes, that was
Biden's in
good.
there.
Yeah, he is. Sometimes he gets the jitter and the glitch a little
Do
bit, but
they
it's
actually
okay.
have 44 in there? I mean 45. Do they
Yeah.
actually have 45 in there?
Yeah, everybody's in
I
there.
didn't know if
Yeah.
if he was banned from being
No,
there. or
I
not.
don't think he's banned from there. You can't.
Just
I guess
for
you could.
balance.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
They,
for balance.
they can't.
That's
they
a weird
can't
one.
cut half of their people off from attending.
Well, they sure have done a good job of trying to do it here.
Yeah, they probably have. But you still can't do that. I don't think they've gotten that bad. So anyway, yeah. Tapped in, stupid local brand. Working on that pretty hard. And the cool thing was we went to one. I need my jar. So I've got a jar at home on my desk. When I say or and, I put money in it.
You probably don't do that as much as you think you do.
I don't anymore, but I do catch myself when I go back
Yeah.
and listen.
Listen, one of my best friends says like every 5 years.
Yeah, that used to be one for me.
Who's that?
AJ Johnson,
Oh.
Inspector Johnson. You know
Did
Inspector
you
Johnson?
did you ever go do like Toastmasters or anything like that?
Me?
Yeah.
I have.
Yeah, I did it like 10 years ago or something like that. And I went like 3 classes and never went back. But I feel like you're a whole lot less likely to do that kind of stuff if you actually know what you're talking about when you speak. So I just try not to talk about stuff I don't know anything about. And that
Well,
eliminates
should we
a lot
just
of
hit
that.
end right now?
I could-
Yeah,
talk.
let's go ahead and hit end right now.
Oh.
You stop saying those words and you start jingling
We
stuff
haven't
in
really
the
said
pockets.
that much. It's kind of just been
Yeah, we're just chatting.
bouncing around a
Yeah,
little bit.
that's like I said. So we had I came up with a name for this episode. I feel like you got to have a name for everything. So setting the stage. So we went to the Chamber Gala for Rowan County a couple of weeks ago, and it's always a good time.
Oh, yeah.
You know, it's the Rowan County elite or the people that are trying to be elite or something like that in between. I don't know. Chamber's a great thing to be a part of. Good networking. My consulting company that I had was a part of it. I'm part of it now because I'm back on board. You know, all that good stuff. So
Yeah.
we were there and we picked up 3 new shows to do.
Nice.
Yeah, so we've got 5 coming up. So I think that's right. So the first one, and we'll try to work on the order here in the next couple of weeks, but a good friend of mine, Molly Roof, I think that's right. Molly, I apologize if I murder your last name. I always say it wrong sometimes, but Molly in charge of or at least leads the Rowan County Young Professionals, the young pros, and doing a great job, man. That's a big group. They've been in here. They've done some stuff upstairs in Meadows, and
She's a beast.
yeah, she is. So
She's
she used to
really
work
good
with-
at what she does.
Phenomenal. Used to work with Miller Davis and did a great job there. Now she's working for the EDC
Yeah.
and doing a phenomenal job there.
Yeah.
But Molly reached out and said, "Hey, I want to be on." And I said, "Of course." And she said, "Are you serious?" And I said, "Well, it can't be any worse than what we've already done.
Yeah.
So of course you can be on."
I went to a Rowan Professionals, I can't remember if it was last week or the week before, but last time I went, I think they were here last
Yeah.
time, and it was like, apparently they had a bigger group and some people left, but the last time I used to go, a couple years ago, it would be 4 or 5 people. It was 40 or 50 people at the last one I
There
went
was
to.
every bit of 30, 35.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They-
it's insane.
They roll deep now. It's awesome.
Yeah,
and
it's good.
what's great is a lot of that is they're the next leaders of the county. We kind of talked about that
Yeah.
last time, which is kind of cool. So,
Yeah.
so that's one coming up. The chairman of the school board, Alicia Bird Clark, reached out and said, "Hey, I want y'all to come do an episode with me." And so she runs Gemstone and Compass Leadership Academy up in Salisbury. So I think we're probably going to do it there. Maybe go and hang out up there with her. Talk about what she's got going on. She's running for a bigger office now, which is kind of cool. And of course, talk about Gemstone and Compass Leadership, which is really neat with what she does in the community, and really learn about that. So I'll kind of tease you there. Trent Cherry, we all know Trent. Trent's got, you got that pulled up? So
I'll pull it up.
it's this great steak off, or what's it? The cook.
Oh, the cook-off?
Yeah.
I just saw that the other night.
Yeah, so that's coming up, I believe, middle of April. And so Trent reached out to
Yeah.
me. What's the name of it? So before I murder it.
Steak cook-off.
The Great Steak
Great
Cook-Off.
steak cook-off. April 27th.
So it's a sanctioned event out of,
Meadows needs to get involved in that.
well, I think you should cook. You know, they got spots for cooking.
The steaks are awesome.
Yeah, so
Really
I think it's a sanctioned Kansas City event. Legit judges coming in.
Nice.
All kind of stuff. So
Sign up, bro.
Might have to talk to him.
we got to work on
It'll be
that.
fun.
So he's got that coming up, and we're trying to figure out when to do it. And what's the date on that?
April 27th.
So April 27th. So maybe middle of the month.
Trent, if you remember, get with me on that.
Yeah. We'll make sure we tag Trent in this. So we'll probably do it around then, and we're probably also going to go out and maybe shoot a little bit of B-roll and commentary out there too, and have a follow-up from that. So that'd be kind of fun. At the gala event for the county, Michelle Patterson with Patterson Farm says, "What in the world have y'all got going on with this thing? Y'all got to come out to the farm." So that's another good one. I saw Doug in here a minute ago. He may still be up there somewhere. So it's a lot of fun to just, again, promoting local business. And then last, a little bit of family ties. My sister is the COO or something like that for Allegiant Merchant Services. Even though they're out of Charlotte, she lives here. And they are all about credit card processing. They do check processing. They do point of sale. And so Allegiant Merchant Services is sponsoring. Oh, wait, she's waving her hands at me. I guess she's trying to listen or something. I don't know. She thinks she's important.
She's lagging behind a little bit.
She has to remember that she's my sister, right? So there's that.
It's about the only thing that made her important, right?
Yes, 100%. 100%. And maybe we'll be able to, she'll still give us a credit card to process.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Keep that thing on fire.
Yeah, so the owner of their company is Josh Brandt, and Josh is going to come on and talk about all great things he's doing. I want to have you here, Jason, with him because Josh is all about, very similar to you and what we've talked about, finding local talent, local businesses to invest in. He's done some phenomenal work in the community. Oh, they were coming to get us.
There goes the ladies in red.
Yep.
Ladies.
So it's always the police guy that's going to take a shot at the fireman. You know.
Day one up there with the sign he put up. I
There's
mean, just
probably
from
a
the
cat in a
beginning.
tree or something.
What does that say?
Somebody
Second responders.
Yeah. Well, we always, it's the only way we get back at them. It's
Yeah.
always a in-house jab that,
Yeah.
they call themselves first responders, and we always made sure to remind them that they had to wait on the boys in blue to come in and make sure everything was okay before they could come in.
That's funny.
So technically, they're second responders. But, nah, love all them boys, especially the local guys. They use it
Yeah.
all the time. And
Yeah.
good guys. It's just a way to, a silent jab, so they have to ask for a second
There's always
responder.
got to be that.
I had one guy get fired up about it. Didn't know I was a cop.
Yeah, that's the
Really?
thing.
Oh, yeah, he got all fired up.
Yeah, he not knowing that.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's okay to do if you're in the
I mean,
in the
you
realm.
expect them to have some emotions. They sleep with other dudes all day and watch live PD at the office.
Live PD used to be awesome. Now we got whatever it is. COVID messed up so many things. That's
Yeah,
one
that
of
was
them.
awesome. I enjoyed watching that.
Yeah, that's a good show.
I think China knows.
I swear, I don't know. The good thing is we haven't taken any bio breaks or any bathroom breaks. Y'all need anything, or we'll keep going.
I'm good.
I'm good.
Just take away some good mozzarella sticks while ago. Thanks for that, even though you gave them away after one. I don't know
thought
what
you were
happened to
done.
that.
They were getting cold, and so I just offered them up to somebody walking by.
I forgot what was that sign language?
You boys want some food?
No,
I can
think we're
text and
good.
order food right now.
I think we're okay. We'll get something in a minute. Now all my family's leaving. Oh, okay. Well,
She's
good.
coming over here. She wants to say a word. She wants to. You need his mic?
Y'all need a mic?
You need a mic?
The boss said no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody has to listen when she talks.
Yeah. Sometimes. Who knows? Anyway. So that we got a daggum schedule. I mean a schedule coming up. So that's 5. So we talked about doing this once a month. And I think we're gonna go every 2 weeks.
All
So
right.
we gotta work on that. Some of them will be here. Some of them will be on
That's gonna be fun.
some other places.
Yeah.
And then the 6th one and maybe the 7th in between is going to be in the shop,
My shop?
your shop, right?
I'm down.
Well, I mean, you've got a pretty sweet spot.
Try.
It's a little quieter.
Not generators and everything else.
Yeah, but I mean, this is all about promoting local business.
Then we
this
can
is,
have bourbon.
This is the spot,
Oh yeah.
and we can probably have a little bit of bourbon, which will or whatever. So that's fun as well. So it's exciting.
I'm down.
Yeah. I think I got this for Christmas, by the way. This is my Stanley, right? So everybody else has their cool, trendy.
Do you have to hold your pinky out when you drink from it?
Well, this is a beer stein, so I think the thumb just goes up maybe. with
Yeah,
this.
it's interesting that they've been around for so long, and now all of a sudden, did they used to be big, or they just always kind of be?
No,
like-
it was the working man's
Yeah.
Yeah,
thermos,
yeah.
basically.
That's what we ate out of in kindergarten.
Right.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, and then Taylor Swift
what
probably took
happened?
it on
What- I
or
wonder
something.
what-
Who knows? It was.
Yeah,
some
somebody-
woman painted one pink or
Yeah.
Yeah, and then it was
know,
on.
mint green, and
Yeah.
it was game over.
Mm-hmm. Thank goodness that they decided to listen, and ramp up
Yeah.
whatever they did for sure. I don't know. So what else are we gonna talk about,
So what's going on new with the city?
man?
Give us the inside
Yeah.
scoop.
Well, let's talk about the city real quick. First off, we'll talk about the train wreck of Tatum Street out back. So
I wasn't going to dig on that.
no, I'll dig. So what I will say is it's the worst street in town, and brought Franklin down, our town manager, last week, and he agrees. It was in his manager's bulletin
Nice.
for the week, and he said, yeah, it's terrible. We're gonna probably do a full reclaim on it, so grind it down because the base is gone. I mean,
No.
you've seen it, but it is the worst street in town.
Break that down a little bit for someone like me or someone else.
It's the
listening.
street that runs right behind.
When you say it's horrible, you talking about what do you mean by that? Like the actual quality of the street, or the people in the area? What do you mean by that?
No, it's actually the street
Well,
that
I
runs
mean,
right behind the brewery.
you're,
It is, the people are pretty shady
mean-
too. Especially the neighbors.
yeah. So, I mean, the quality of the street itself,
Gotcha.
the condition of it, the sub base is gone.
Yeah.
I mean, the base is gone. It's just they're gonna have to grind it down, take it down, put a new base in, pack it, and then redo it. And if you look at it, it probably, with what Jason's done here, and overflow for events. The street's a pretty busy street.
It
And
is.
most people have no idea that it's a street.
Right.
They just think it's a parking
Yeah.
lot. So Franklin and I walked through it. We talked through could we turn it one way? Could we put diagonal parking in there? Whatever. I think we'll probably leave it the way it is,
Yeah.
but just maximize it. And then work with business owners like Jason to say, okay, here's the contractor we're using. If you want anything else done, pathways up or up around your building, let's just get with them and make sure that we just maximize everything. Because the last thing we want to do is cut the street at a property line that's 6 inches off a daggone building. That's just
Yeah,
that's
let's
stupid.
just go ahead and
Now that's something that government would do, but we did talk about that, and so hopefully we won't do that. Hopefully we'll go in and say, hey, would you sign off on us paving up to the edge of the building? But like the little strip coming up through here, you may want to talk to them and say, hey, we'd like to do this.
Yeah, I'll definitely. Whenever they come through, there'll probably definitely be a few things we add on.
Yeah.
That I'll be more than happy to fund out of my pocket.
Yeah, I think it. So that for sure, Tatum Street. In general, paving, we've got to do something in town with streets, and that's millions of dollars. The positive is there's still a decent amount of state maintained roads. So Main Street is state maintained. Patterson just got redone. That was a state street. Ketchy was a state street. So there's still a lot of state maintained roads, but there are a decent amount of city streets that we have to maintain and take care of. And there's some bad ones out there. There for a while, the state had not allowed us to do what they call that chip and seal, or where you put down the rock chips and then put asphalt over it. And those are fine for 25 and 30 mile an hour streets to get by. But you're going to do that so many years in a row to keep the quality up. So those are the tough thing of just the money that we've got to spend to do that.
Oh yeah.
So that's a pretty big, major thing that we've got to do. We got a couple open positions. We need an assistant fire chief, and we're trying to add another position for fire.
Nighttime police officer.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, we've got a nighttime police officer position that's open.
Now, was that filled and now it's come back open, or has it been open the whole time?
Which one?
The nighttime police.
No, it just reopened.
Yeah.
Did somebody come and fill it and then get back out, or how'd that work? I thought.
We had one leave, and then one took a promotion, and
Okay.
so it opened up another vacancy.
You churn through some of those, and I'll say Andrew Chief Deal does a great job with the department.
Absolutely.
Eddie did a great job transitioning us, Eddie Klutz, from where we were, and then did a great job in handing it over to Andrew. Andrew does a phenomenal job. He's got the pay up pretty decent. And
the guys working there got great experience from the places they came from.
Especially a small town.
So what?
Especially for a small
Oh,
town.
yeah.
But pays decent, but is anything when you get good experience at a good department. So we become a hiring ground because there's only so many sergeant positions. There's one lieutenant's position, I guess. And so you turn around and there's only so many places to go inside a small department.
Yeah.
But they know that the people that we groom are ready for that next level. So when it becomes available, I mean,
They have to go somewhere else.
They got to go somewhere to get it, right?
Yeah.
And so we do. We churn through some of those on the lower end. But it sure is a highly coveted
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
A great
position.
place to work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's some of people graduate to own a brewery out of China Grove PD. So I mean, there's that. I mean, there's great aspirations.
I don't know if that was a stupid or a smart decision. I maybe should have just stuck it out for a little bit longer.
How long did you have in there?
20 years. Well, I spent most of my time at Concord PD. Came back here, but I still miss it. Miss it from day to day.
How much of it? What percentage of it do you miss versus not miss?
I don't miss the paycheck.
Right.
I think I miss the guys.
Yeah, that's it.
More than anything. Back when I started, man, there was no better job. I would have done it for free.
Yeah.
If I could have fed my family, I would have been a cop for free. It was the best job on the planet, as far as I was concerned.
Yeah.
With all the things that happen in the world and the way everything happened, the whole Black Lives Matter movement, it ruined law enforcement.
No, I agree.
It discouraged a lot of cops and made them scared to do their job. And
what was your experience with that coming local to you? Because at the time, whenever that was kind of breaking down, I was in Kannapolis, and we really weren't experiencing a whole lot of that from the local people. In fact, a lot of them would be telling us that they were sorry and like that, we love you guys.
And we had a lot of that too. You deal with a lot of good people. It just it changed them. It changed people's outlook on everything, and it was hard. It's a thankless job sometimes. You see a lot of bad stuff that you don't want to see, and people's appreciation, I think, made up for the pay. The fact that they appreciated somebody did the job that you did, and it made a big difference.
Well, it's one of the few jobs that I felt like you can do where you can as long as you get the work done, you can do it your way. You can do
Absolutely.
it mostly on your time. It's ridiculous amount of freedom.
There is. I mean, and you can tailor yourself to what you want
Yeah.
to do. You know, I got in I was 20 years old when I started down. I got in and I knew right off the bat that I wasn't a ticket writer. Like,
Yeah.
man, I didn't want to write tickets. I didn't like wearing my seatbelt, so I definitely didn't write seatbelt tickets.
Yeah, I hear that.
It was one of those things that just wasn't for me. But,
Yeah.
I figured out quickly that I love working dope and making a change in people's lives. And you know, you take one bad guy off the streets, and he may have been funneling dope to a bunch of people and wrecking a bunch of families. And that was where I got my satisfaction from. That was.
Did you
my
learn
change.
where and when you could wear your seatbelt now and pretty much be good to go? You learned some
Yeah.
tricks that
Oh,
now
yeah.
you know how to.
You definitely-
Now you know what to do, right?
You definitely do. You know when to make during click it or ticket. You better have that thing on all the time.
Yeah.
They run in the campaign, boy.
Yeah.
You don't drive through Kannapolis and you don't drive up the interstate. Them gray gods are going to wear you out.
Hey guys,
Well,
You know,
that was always a funny one.
yeah, the guys that couldn't make it as a cop, so they had to go write tickets for a
oh,
living.
easy. I got a lot of good friends over
I do
there.
too.
Man.
Hey, we got some ticket
But we gotta
writers
take-
now here in China Grove.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, of course. You know, we got the
Jeremy
Wither.
Vale's like everybody's favorite.
We got the Wither speed trap over there on Patterson.
I remember when I was working in Kannapolis with one of the guys that's here now, and the zone I was in, there was like a street that it was a four-way, but there was no stop signs. It was just because there wasn't a bunch of traffic. Well, all of a sudden, there started getting more traffic, so they put a four-way in there, and for like ever, there was not one. So people were just running it like crazy, right? Well, we went and sat down and ate breakfast one morning. The construction crew was like, "Hey, did you guys hear about that stop sign?" And the guy that I'm talking about, he just like he had to be out there. Like he went crazy because he was like he knew he was going to light him up.
That just never was my thing.
I know,
couldn't-
like I wasn't either, but that was just hilarious.
Yeah. Oh, we had some that, you know, fiend for it, man.
Yeah.
Well, you know, I think the cool thing about with y'all's police experience, it's all small town and local, right?
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
the thing with it, you know, especially Andrew loves it, talks about it, and I know y'all do, is you get to make a difference here.
Absolutely. Well, that's why I wanted to come back home.
Yeah.
You know, Concord was great. It was good to me for 14 years. But I spent all my time down there, and I just wanted to be back home. And so when the position opened, and I knew there was a narcotics position up here, and I was just like, man, I can come back, work at my hometown. Nonetheless, work for Andrew. And
Yeah.
then the lieutenant and I went to rookie school together.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, David copied off all my papers. He's a box of rocks.
David, man, you got to put up with that, are you?
Next time you see him, ask him about me throwing a desk at him. That's the funniest story you'll ever hear.
He just borrowed. He didn't copy. He just borrowed. Something like that. So
You definitely do have to study to get through a BLET though.
Oh, absolutely.
Like that, like people act like you don't have to be that smart to be
Yeah.
a cop. Like that's kind of the thing. No, like I've never had to study as much for anything in my life until.
Clearly you don't. Me and you both made it.
I mean, we made it. We got in there.
I wasn't gonna say anything. I'll plead the fifth right here between both of y'all.
I'm just really good at.
Well, I
winging
went
it.
from not studying at all to studying, and that was a new deal for me. So I didn't like it very much.
Yeah, I get that.
Like I had to.
I came out of high school with like a 2.3 GPA.
2.3, man,
Yeah.
Well,
big time.
I was a rock star.
A's a 4.0, B's a 3.0,
I was more like a D guy.
C's 2.0, right? So isn't C average? So you're above average.
Something like that.
Yeah.
That's what I tried to tell my mom. She didn't like that too much.
Yeah, I think it's above average. I think you're fine. So tell us about what's happening here. Like what's upcoming, because we're in February. Thanks for buying me flowers for Valentine's Day. I really appreciate the bouquet you sent me. That was nice. But what's happening here as we move forward? What?
I had to bite my tongue. No, I feel good at that. I couldn't hide it on my face. I hid it.
You
I hid
could.
it verbally, but
Yeah.
just not on my face.
That's about it.
Um,
So event wise,
we-
y'all put a calendar out every time. So if y'all don't follow Grove Cartel, go to Facebook usually first of each month. We're usually late to get it, so we never are on the calendar. We got to put get it in their hands ahead of time, so he'll actually say, "Hey, they're here." But it's okay. We're second fiddle to him at this point.
Yeah, just make sure you talk to Holly.
I am.
I'm
Don't
out of
worry.
that loop.
Yeah, she's not here tonight though.
No, she's at the house. I think she had a long
Hey,
birthday.
Holly, miss you.
First time she's put in 4 hours this week.
Oh,
Just kidding.
oh, the brave man. There's a lot of guns at your house, by the way. I mean, you got to go. You got to get home, right? You got to get in the door.
Gotta fall asleep. Make sure she goes to sleep first.
That's right. No, so what's happening as we talk about what's going on the next couple of weeks here? Any music? Y'all do live music? We're doing bingo or something?
Every Friday and Saturday we've got live music. We alternate Mondays and Wednesdays. Every other Monday and Wednesday we have I guess music bingo right now. I think we just started that. We'll probably run it while we're slow during the winter months. Of course, St. Patrick's Day is coming up. We just registered for the Cheer Wine Festival.
Oh,
So it's going to be our first time ever doing an event. We've kind of wanted to perfect our craft before we...
so are y'all taking beer there
are.
with the rest of So, okay.
We've got Jonathan has made a banging product that if we don't place, I will be shocked.
Okay.
We had a little sample out the other day, and not going to really say what it is because I don't
shouldn't.
want everybody stealing our thunder, but or trying to copy it. But right now, it's definitely, I think, up there. Like, we should get some recognition for it.
Okay.
He's done a fantastic job. So pretty pumped about it. We have just some random things going on.
Local celebrities leaving the house.
Yep.
Yep.
But we have a couple events coming up, and of course the warm weather's coming around, and so everybody will
Club,
be here.
right?
Run club every
It's
Tuesday
still been
night.
rolling in
Yeah.
the cold? Like, yeah.
Yeah, they stay busy.
When you say they stay busy,
Baby, you
that's
know I don't
not.
run. If I ain't got a pistol, I might run.
I
but you better have one.
think you told me the lesson is that you just have to be faster than the
person.
next slowest person,
That's
right?
exactly right.
Well,
Trip somebody,
is
you
that-
good.
Can you actually achieve that though? Like, are you faster than the slowest person?
Man, I'm fast for 100 yards. Believe it or not, this
That's-
fat guy
that's
moves.
plenty.
But after that, I'm out.
So somebody's got to be bear food,
That's exactly right.
right?
I'm fast enough not to be the barefoot,
Yeah.
and big enough to knock somebody down so they are.
That's right.
That's the key.
It's all about survivability.
My son just got faster than me, and I was always smoking him. So he cooked me pretty good.
He's slim and trim right now, by the way.
He's getting there.
Yeah.
He's still a box of rocks too, just like
Yeah, he's gonna be a machine.
me. Thank God he's book smart like his mama. He ain't common sense smart like his Debbie Ray.
What about your daughter?
I think she's street smart.
Okay.
She's street smart like me. She's not the educational one. She'll be the one.
She's not?
She's a hustler.
You know what I said I was going to do? I forgot. We're going to before we leave, we got to figure out how these things go in here. We got to somehow they
shrink
fit
it.
somehow. I feel like we got to have some better brand stuff here.
Well, yeah. I mean, things are pretty cool. Bass Singer Design is crunching away on the building next door.
So give us a teaser on what's happening next door.
So the idea right now, and of course it's not set in stone, but the idea right now is we're moving all the brewing system next door. We've already purchased some bigger tanks, so we'll be moving up in size. We really hope to be distributing local. I've got a few really good places that want my beers on tap. I don't think we'll ever bottle or can, but I would like to get our brand out in some real nice restaurants.
What's the law behind distribution? So you up to so much, right?
We can distribute. I mean, we've got full licensing for distribution, but there's no money in it.
Yeah.
There's no money in it.
But locally, what I meant locally, you can produce so much
Yeah.
as a microbrewery or a, what are y'all classified as?
We're as a brewery, but I think it's more than we could ever even touch. It would take 4 or 5 outfits of this to reach our capacity. But the new system would be going next door. We'll transfer all this stuff over there as well, open up some more floor space here. And then the plans right now are for event space. So the rest of the building will be opened up and built out, and going to do some event space with taps over there for rental, and we've got plans for even an outdoor pizza oven coming.
Oh, that'd be
So
sweet.
Awesome.
the parking lot now for Armor Pro, the concrete company, will turn into a patio area.
I really appreciate you incorporating the exterior remote studio for Tapped In. I thank you for that. That was really neat how
That
you
was the whole
got that
point.
wired in.
Yeah, we
Really
got
thank you for that. That was awesome.
But yeah, we're looking forward to doing that. You know, it's got to make the money's got to be there. Though that's the problem.
Yeah.
Jamie designs the best stuff with the highest prices, so we're on revision right now because
That's okay.
the first one he had gold bricks in, and you know, Daddy ain't got that.
So you like the $3.99 new Trump sneakers? Have you seen those?
No, I haven't.
Oh yeah, he's got some sneakers you can buy now. He just launched them like yesterday or something.
Jesus,
Need to
Who
get-
is this? Who are you talking about?
Donald Trump.
really?
Yes.
I hope they take his Twitter away.
You should look at these shoes. These shoes are awesome. They're like $400.
Can we just get him back and take his social media away?
You don't think that's gonna happen? I think you've got to decide what you want.
Well,
I don't know,
if we could get the business aspect, then I'm happy.
man.
Everybody made money under him.
We got two choices. There's got to be a third somewhere in there that's a happy median. I don't know.
What do you think about the?
I'm interested to see
What
the
do you think
next
about
group coming through.
The what?
The next cycle with just totally new faces.
So what do
Well,
you
that's
think
gonna be
about
4 years away.
What do you think about Nikki?
I don't think she can get elected.
Have you seen some of the stuff?
Yeah, I don't think. But
Yeah, didn't she lose to nobody?
Yeah.
Like,
well, so that yes and no. So, where was that? Arizona.
yeah.
So Arizona, the Republican Party in Arizona decided to do a caucus, and so the primary doesn't count. So you could put yourself on the primary ballot, or you could put yourself on the caucus. The Republican Party is going to go off of the caucus. So Trump said, "I'm going to do the good."
But
I'm
didn't
gonna go
more
with the caucus."
people say nobody than voted for her? Like, she literally lost to anybody,
Yeah.
basically anybody else. Like,
Yeah.
that more votes
feel
were
like that's-
cast for anybody.
Yeah.
I feel like that's what I would happen if I ran.
True, but there's also not. It wasn't. That everybody knew that wasn't going to be the official thing. So, you know, it
Still
is what
pretty
it
bad.
is.
Still pretty bad.
Oh, 100%. But yeah,
She's a Kamala Jr.
I
Like talks out both sides.
yeah, I don't. I mean,
And I think that's the only reason you and I ever got along. You know, I'm not a politician. I hate politicians. I've never been really good at faking it. But
Yeah.
you were like the first person I ever like gave a chance. I'm like,
my problem, and my wonderful wife will tell you, is that sometimes my filter is not a filter.
welcome to my life.
So
If 2028 gets here and Trump is not an option, Vivek is going to be, I think.
Oh, he's
the
my
big
dude.
name.
Oh yeah, I
He's
wish he
going
would
to
stay
be.
in.
He's going to be huge.
yeah, I like him.
He's a businessman too.
Yeah.
That's what
Yeah.
scares people.
Yeah.
The establishment just doesn't. Listen,
The
we
right
joke-
man can come in and eliminate half of our tax dollars by cutting
here's
extra meat.
But here's the problem. I mean, the establishment is, jokingly, I'm part of the local establishment. I mean, I lost an election. I've won a couple. I lost the election because I was just a little bold at
You didn't
times.
care.
Yeah, I didn't care. But I put out 30 signs and wrote a letter this time. You know, I think at least people came out and voted for, like, oh man, I can't have that again. We got to figure this out. Rodney, the same thing. Got current mayor, 30 or 40 signs and a letter. Right? I mean, it is what it is. But
How much effort is actually put in as far as the grunt work to win an election in a local like that?
I mean,
Well-
if you're known, there's no effort.
that's what I'm getting at.
A
But-
buddy of mine ran in Landis when he was like early 20s, and he literally went and knocked on like every single door in town, and I think he broke the record for like most, and he was like 23 when he did it.
Okay.
He broke the record for like most votes. So
Yeah,
like
you can. You got to go work it though, right?
if
Or
somebody
if you
was
don't,
to do that,
yeah. If
their
you don't,
chances
it's just
would probably be pretty good.
Oh, absolutely.
no, 100%. It's a lot of work.
It takes effort.
Yeah. And it takes a lot of effort for $110.
Yeah.
So let's just be honest. It's
Yeah,
$110.
yeah.
It won't even pay my water bill, right?
Yeah, but I mean, should it even the money shouldn't even be a thing though.
It shouldn't, but that's the problem.
There's you make a lot of sacrifices.
Yeah.
You make a lot of sacrifices.
You do.
to be there. There's a lot of time that you're giving up. There's a lot of behind the scenes stuff that you're giving up. There's a lot of things.
Mayor took a lot. I'll be honest.
There's a lot of things you can't say.
Politics
that you
in
need to say.
general. Me and Buddy was telling me, like, George Washington, you want somebody that doesn't want to do it, but people tell them we need you to do it, and they don't want to, but like they're basically asked to do it. That's the idea. So I think those are probably the folks that would get the most done.
Yeah, it takes money, that's for sure.
Yeah.
I think I forgot how much I raised when I ran for commission a few years ago, primary, like $50,000.
That seems like that's a much bigger game to play.
It pays. You draw a paycheck about $14,000, you get free insurance.
Yeah.
So that's kind of a perk, but there's a lot of time involved in it. Legislature, it's.
Yeah. I've thought about that in the future. I've thought about that in the future.
You have?
Yeah.
What, commissioner?
Yeah.
Yeah, you should.
I thought it would be interesting.
Yeah, I think I'm going to change my party affiliation. I think I'm just going to
As a strategic move, right?
No, I think that I don't think anybody's true. I think the Republican Party's gone crazy.
If anything,
I'm a constitutionalist.
Well, that's me. I consider myself a libertarian before I would anything.
Yeah, the problem is people say, "Oh, libertarian, you're a liberal." Nope, sorry, that's not what that means.
No, I think government should stay out of my business. Mm-hmm. I think you should be free to do whatever you want to do and not have to obey by. Now, there has to be laws and regulations.
Yeah.
But you're taxed on the money you earn, you're taxed on the money you spend, taxed on the property you already own. I mean, we're taxed.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Oh, what I love is paying property tax every year on the same thing.
Yeah. And what about when it's paid for? You got stuff that's paid for, and you're paying property tax on it.
It's ridiculous.
It's good stuff.
But that's my affiliation, if anything.
Yeah, and I've always kind of said the same thing, libertarian and same deal. But at a certain point, you expect human beings to have a certain amount of reasonableness where you don't actually have to put the clamps on them. But I think we're getting to a point now to where folks aren't quite so reasonable anymore.
We can't continue to write checks our kids can't cash.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, what did we just give Ukraine another, I forgot how much? Holy cow, right? I don't know, we off on politics again.
I know.
We were saying this is going to be a local podcast, and we're Ukraine all of a sudden.
Well, we could talk about litter boxes in the classrooms. If
we could do that too. We'll bring that back too.
That's not a thing around here, is it?
No, don't go there, please. Yes, it is.
Come on.
Oh,
Yeah,
it was. Yeah. We won't. We're not going down that road. It gets too close to home.
Oh yeah, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah. No, we'll figure that one out. But
do the Heisman on that one.
Yeah. Get rid of that one. So let's see. Let's wrap this thing up. I mean, again, we'll try to keep it about an hour, and we're about 10 minutes away from an hour, I think. So what I want to do is, we talked about last time, kind of a call to action. We got to work on that. So as we move throughout the next couple of weeks, we need to work on some content around our call to action last time, and that was getting involved with some local sports teams and figuring out how we're going to do that. And so maybe we put it to where we'll process it through us and try to work on that.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
More to come from that around what we want to do helping out sports teams.
Yeah. Armor Pro just, concrete business. We just redid the entrance in China Grove Middle School.
Oh,
Went
I saw
down there
that.
and cleaned it up, and it was one of the very first floors we ever did, and we did it for free. We were learning. We wanted to do something.
Oh,
local.
that's the one going into the gym.
Yeah.
Yeah. It looked good before.
And
When was that? When did you do the first one?
Well, the first one, I guess, has been about 5-6 years ago.
The girls were there.
It was literally the first floor we ever did, and wanted something locally that we could work on. And then my kids went through, and now my little girl's there. And every time I walked in, I'm like, that's not the same product we turn out now, and I couldn't stand it. And so we went down. They were closed for I don't know, whatever holiday was recently. And so we took the opportunity to go down there and clean it up and put a new coat down and make it look like the floors we turned out now.
Yeah.
Well, as far as the sports teams, I didn't really hear much. I've been busy, so I hadn't really been in constant communication with people. But my friend Justin Bass here, I don't know if you know him or not, he's going to be coaching some baseball at Clear Lake.
It's my cousin.
So, really? So he had asked me about.
You ain't seen the Withers tree, family tree.
Anyway, I'm sponsoring the jerseys. They got some pretty sick.
Don't fork as many times as it should.
They got some pretty sick desert camo jerseys that I'm going to have Vivid put on the sleeve of. And then I think Ronnie James with Par 3 Insurance is paying for the hats.
Nice.
And they've got a couple other things that they're wanting to have. I think they got like some sweats or something they're wanting to get for the kids to like wear on game day.
We just need to get some. We need to get some prices.
But I mean, that's just one sport for one school.
Yeah.
So there's a lot, And I know with you being from around here, probably businesses are going to want to sponsor the school in their area.
We do a lot, man. We do China Grove, Carson,
South,
China Grove Elementary.
Yeah.
I mean, we take care of all of our local schools. Everybody right here. We do just about anything we can.
Yeah.
We even try to do something at the end of the year for the teachers. We throw a big, on the last day of school, we make sure they get a good discount for some food, much needed beverages for putting up on all these areas.
Well, as far as sponsoring a team, like, that's not something that should be looked at as like, am I going to get a return on investment?
No, absolutely.
If I put my logo on somebody's thing, that's not the idea.
Yeah, the return is the investment in the kid,
Absolutely.
right? 100%.
And there's a networking element to it, right? But that's not the reason to do it. So I think sometimes people get caught up in, if I put my money into this as a business, I need to get a ROI on it. Not always the case.
Speaking of big dumb animals,
That's a stud right there.
don't let him hear you say that. He thinks. He says
You
he's
guys-
with Mary Kate.
You guys grapple any?
Gage? Yeah, he's not quite got me yet. I probably got a couple more years.
You got 7 years of jiu-jitsu, so I would think not.
He's still tough, but not tough enough yet.
Any wrestling or anything, or no?
Yeah, he wrestled up. I think this is his first year he did wrestle. He's wrestled for the last 5-6 years. And now my little girl's taking over. the
Well, I can
spotlight.
see why he's a handful. Like freaking wrestlers.
Yeah, your daughter's legit.
She's definitely impressed me.
We had a lot of. So we just had state championships. So we had the Raper kid just won. Got a couple at West, I think.
His daddy graduated with me and was a phenomenal wrestler.
Yeah.
Garrett's just a good dude and overall great
How
guy.
old is he? Is he freshman or
He's a
what?
freshman.
He's a freshman, just won
106, is that right? Something like that?
one state championship as a freshman.
Yeah.
Which is
Had the girl from East Rowan. She won, right? Had a lot of the good local kids
Yeah.
represent the county well. Which
Well,
is kinda cool.
they've got some good training.
absolutely.
A lot of them train down here at Rowan, and
That's where
They-
Carly's at.
yeah,
They do
Carly's
this down here
great
3
job.
nights a week.
But the kid that you're talking about that won, he was China Grove, right? He went to China Grove.
I think so.
Yeah, he great.
I
Yeah,
think
he
Hanson coached him some down there. As
he
well.
did.
So these guys down here are playing a big role in the improvement of the wrestling around here. For sure.
Yeah, Anson's done a phenomenal job. He's a stand-up guy, and he pours a lot back into this community.
He's got one coming up. He's got his first pro fight coming up in April.
I saw that.
It's crazy.
Yep.
That's crazy.
He's gonna put a hurting on
I
somebody.
keep
coming
saying
up.
I'm gonna go down there and spar and like get into it, and I was planning on doing like 2 weeks ago, and I just don't know if I'm too old. I don't want to get hit anymore.
The last time I went, I walked out to my truck and I pulled the mirror down and I looked in and I had 2 black eyes, 2 bruised cheeks, a busted nose, I'm just bleeding from everywhere. I got 2 bruised thighs. I could not walk up the steps to get to my office for like 3 days, and I'm like, I got to be able to get in the office. So I think I'm going to keep doing some grappling down there, but I don't know if I'm going to go let them boys punch me in the face much more.
Yeah.
That's
thank
what
you.
that's what I was debating on. I'm
Yeah.
ugly enough, man. And it's
Yeah.
just don't need no help.
I went to a chamber meeting and I had a huge black eye. Always having, what happened to you? Well, I voluntarily went and let some people punch me in the face for an hour twice a week. So that's a funny one to have to tell.
Yeah, no thanks.
Nah. I want to do it, but I just, at the same time, it's not a good look when the owner of a bar is walking around with a black eye. It'll look like it was a bar
Yeah.
fight.
It's
not
It's not that kind of place.
What was the old one downtown on the south end, on Main Street, Buddy's Tavern or something, or whatever it was? I can't remember now.
You might get in that at the Lucky Turnaround, but this is kind of a classy place.
Classy, yeah, that's good.
So.
Yeah, it's phenomenal. I love it. All right, so what are we doing next? 2 more weeks?
Yeah, what you got?
2 more
What's
weeks.
on the-
So we'll try to we'll put a schedule out. I think at minimum 2 more weeks we may be back here or somewhere with Molly, and then maybe trickle in one over at the shop. Whenever you want to do it, we can go live or we can just record it. But a lot more to come. We got 5 or 6 shows booked already. We'll do them every about 2 weeks. We'll maybe try to release them on Mondays, even if we don't. Try to get a plan forward from there. But other than that, I got to go get packed and get on the plane tomorrow.
Absolutely.
You got to get.
I've been grinding concrete all day, so I'm going home.
That doesn't sound like fun at all. I may have to get you do my garage one day.
You know, I don't have to do it much anymore. We've got a good group of guys.
Yeah.
And but I enjoy getting away. It's mind-numbing work. But
Okay.
you don't
It's,
have to think yet.
it's probably like me cutting grass.
Yeah, it is.
Even though my mower does it now all the time.
Get
What?
behind a grinder and just don't have to think about anything.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And I don't. What's your mind numbing? What's that veg out? What's your veg out point in your life?
He's behind a computer every day.
Yeah. Is that it? Just hammering it out?
Yeah, I'm glad to finally have a little bit of a break. Like I
Okay.
said, I was grinding hard there for a minute. I've added some people to my team, so now I've replaced work with play, and you get just as tired from the play.
It
Just
does.
getting old, man. So
Somebody.
I joined my wife at CrossFit.
Oh,
geez.
okay.
So I've been, and when you do CrossFit, you have to make sure you tell everybody.
I was about to say you have to
Yeah.
talk about
You
it.
have to talk about it.
That's why we had to get that in
Hey,
last
and
minute.
you guys made fun of me last time,
You did. You had
Look,
no beard.
I trimmed mine
and,
all
and
off.
I've defeated
did.
both of you. I've defeated both of you this time.
I
Yeah,
did.
I
just
cut
cut
mine
off
way down.
yesterday.
Yeah, it's way down. It's way gone. What happened?
It was down to my chest for, God, I guess it's been about a year.
You look younger.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I was going for the, I don't know, really ugly Brad Pitt look.
You're probably going for this. About to be bike season, so I don't want to have to brush
Yeah,
it when I get done
exactly.
riding. So yeah.
It got really extra having to flat iron it. And, had the heated brush and everything.
I get it. We got a whole celebrity caucus over here waiting. So.
Oh yeah.
Yep. All right. Well, until next time. Thanks again. Appreciate
Thanks.
it. Yep.
Thanks guys.
Yeah.
Appreciate you coming out.
And do I hit one of my buttons?
Didn't even take breaks this time.
Now we don't have to edit out those gaps.
Exactly.
That's
Clean
right.
all the way through.
That's right.
At least 15-minute break, pee breaks.
That's right. What is it? That's all I got.